Hello YouTube. In this episode from the Edge of Awesome, we'll be talking about Felicity's origin story on Arrow. So if you haven't already watched this week's installment of the show, be warned, I will be discussing spoilers. Now, as we learned during Felicity's mother's visit this week, Felicity's dad was a computer genius like her, but he disappeared at some point while she was growing up, leaving her mom in the lurch to raise her herself. My guess is that this foreshadows a future wherein her father shows up in the main storyline. So on his disappearance, the question is, does he wind up working for the government like her back from the dead ex-boyfriend, or did he go into hiding for some other nefarious reason? Also in the show, Palmer, the new head of Queen Consolidated, is working on some sort of energy project that he mentions a couple times, which may be how the show will expose him or lead him to be exposed to the effects of a white dwarf star, leading him to become the Atom. The show does vary a bit from comic book lore, so they might either use this new project to give him that or lead him on the quest that actually gets him to that point. On one note, on a personal note, I would, however, like to see Felicity start taking her job with Queen's Consolidated with a little more of a priority. We never see her working, just asking for time off. So I'm actually starting to feel sorry for Palmer in that situation. Now, continuing a theme from last week, Roy hasn't been sleeping, and the big reveal at the end of the episode this week is that he killed Sarah by throwing arrows into her. The possibility fits with the dialogue we saw from Sarah, especially since we get to receive that dialogue with the two of them. But it raises more questions, of course, than it answers. So the real question is, did Roy actually do this? It's obvious he may think he did. That's why he's having nightmares and not being able to sleep and becoming restless because of it. But is someone planting a false memory into his head, some new metahuman or someone we haven't met yet? And if he did kill Sarah, where did he get the arrows? And why did he throw them into her in the first place? And of course, why would he kill her? These are all questions that I have, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the show works it out. On a different note, it's been great to see Laurel fighting again. Haven't really seen her getting into any sort of fight since the first season, actually since the beginning of the first season. So it's good to see her picking fights and training. So I'm back to wondering if she'll pick up the mantle of the Black Canary now that her sister is dead. Which actually also, naming-wise, goes more with the comics than the show. So, what are your thoughts on Arrow? Stephen Amell, who of course plays Oliver Queen, is always giving updates on the cast and crew, and is a lot of fun to watch. So if you haven't already, check him out by clicking on the link in the description below to view his channel, stay up to date on what he's doing. And as always, please like this video if you enjoyed it, and click on the subscribe button for more updates from the Edge of Awesome. Have fun.